Who bish doobish? It's everyone's favorite boomer and vintage lens enthusiast. Today we're going to be looking at the Tamron SPAF aspherical XRDI LDIF 28 to 75 1 to 2.8 macro, diameter 67, A09, made in Japan. I use it with the lens shade, but I'm going to take it off. It's small, it's compact, it's relatively lightweight compared to 70 to 24 millimeters f2.8s. It's all plastic construction, but it seems robust. It looks like it's been well used because this rubber band for the zoom ring seems to have a little distortion on it from being grabbed all the time. So this is a PK mount. It's on the Sony Alpha 5000, which is a really excellent camera. It has a large, high-resolution screen that I put a hood man on. You can focus precisely with it. Even stop down. Although sometimes I notice when I'm focusing on something, I always focus on one side of the depth of field, and usually the subject in focus, but then instead of it being in the middle of the depth of field, it's at one end. But that's just me. That's not the lens or the camera. So I got this lens about in late 2025, in November, I think, and I used it a little bit, and I discovered that at f2.8 it's garbage. It's reasonably good at 28 millimeters in f2.8, but everything else it's janky. It's like practically not even usable. As soon as you stop down to f4, the results are much better. 5.68, excuse me. 11, 16, and 22. Oh, I didn't try it at 32 yet, but anything f4 and below, you get really excellent results. In fact, I went to the car show at the WALDWICK train station, and I got outstanding results. There's no getting around it. Yeah, the couple didn't come out good. I didn't focus correctly. I used too slow a shutter speed, for unintentional camera movement, stuff like that. I accidentally pressed the shutter button before I focused, things of that nature. But when it's properly focused and properly exposed, oh, I was getting fantastic results, like pro-level results. This camera, everyone tossed this camera when the 6000 series came out because they had a eye-level electronic viewfinder. Now I have one of the 6000. I got the Alpha 6000. The viewfinder is very dim. And then I have the Sony A3000, which is a DSL sort of looking mirrorless camera. And I got two of them, and the viewfinders are dim. So this one has a bright viewfinder. It's high resolution. You can't go wrong getting a hood man, buy one used. It's a great, and it looks MacGyver, steampunk. So this is at 75 millimeters, and that's at 28 millimeters. What does it focus down to? It focuses down to a little over 1 foot, or 0.33 meters. So yeah, at 75 millimeters, that's you get a pretty good close-up. And it's excellent. Stop it down. 4, 5.6, 8, 11, 16. You're going to get great results. At f2.8, forget about it. You know, you're going to walk around all day and you want to take an evening street scene, so you're going to be disappointed unless you only use it at 28 millimeters. I'm sorry. You know, I bought a couple doubles and triples of lenses because I had some issues with them, and I noticed that they were all the same optically. You know, you could get one that's mechanically funky, and you say, well, I'll buy a new one that's maybe mechanically better. No, the optics are the same. I had this happen on a Canon glass and Pentax glass. You know, so I'm pretty sure that all samples are like this. But this is just this model. I think there's 3 newer versions, so you got to keep that in mind. I could talk about it endlessly, but let's jump right into the photos, and then you can decide yourself It's right there. It's a great lens. Just remember, f2.8 is useless. The Tamron 28-75 f2.8 was modestly priced. I got it for 130 bucks. Compared to like a real, say 24-70 f2.8, which could cost hundreds of dollars. As an example, the Dokina 24-70 f2.8 is like 400 bucks or something like that. And then the Canon 24-70 2.8L lens had used that was like something crazy, like 600 bucks or something. Of course, they are better construction, but they were much heavier, much larger. They have better optics, wide open. But that's another story. Let's just stick with this lens. At f2.8, it's horrible. But stop down to f4, 5.6, 8, 11, 16, you're good to go. Good to go. So I went to the WALDWICK car show on June 7th, 2026. It cost $5 to get in, and it was worth it. It was worth the $5. They had over 100 cars there. And it's at the train station. And it's Sunday. It was Sunday. I got there early, and the trains ran every 15 minutes. And they had an express train, too. That's amazing. I found that amazing. So I took a couple of videos of the trains going by the classic cars and everything. So sure, they had the oldies but goodies, and then they had some more modern types, and they had the custom jobs. I like to get there early. The show starts officially at 9:30, so I like to get there at 8:30. And there was already cars there. So I paid my $5. I walked in. I like to see the cars pull in and everything, you know. And then what happens after 9:30 or 10 o'clock or whatever, the mob gets there. It's just, you know, everyone mills around. They got to see and be seen and all that stuff. And then it's hard to take pictures of the cars because there's always someone standing in front or in back of the car photobombing you, you know. So that's why I like to get there early. And there's all different types. Vets, Lincolns, Model Ts, the whole gamut, the whole spectrum. They even have some imports. Absolutely. I highly recommend it. If you're a car show freak, if you're a gearhead, you gotta check it out. But look at this is like professional quality. I mean, just the sharpness and this camera. I bought the Alpha 5000 for like 120 bucks. And now they're going like for $250. So yeah, if you can find one cheap, it's a good condition, pick it up. Same thing with the Tamron 28-75. If you could get one like cheap or reasonable, it's a very decent lens. Except it says 2.8 on it, and you could dial in 2.8. I could not focus it. I mean, even manually, I couldn't focus it in. It's just bad. But everything else, it snaps right in at f4, and it keeps getting better. .28 isn't that wide, you know. 24 is better on a crop sensor, but what can you do? But you get it on the long end, 75 millimeters, you get a little bit extra reach, which may be more useful. And I'm into the dissecting cars phase, where, you know, I zoom up on details, deep mirror finish paint jobs, you know, keyholes, handles, emblems, stuff like that. That's what I'm into, you know. And look at that. I mean, it's a nice lens. It takes good pictures. And the camera, too. It matched well with this camera. You know, it's a Sony. That's when I got into vintage lenses. I had a couple, but then I went crazy, and I just see, oh, there's some guy on the internet. I seen his stuff on Gab where he does the sketch thing. So I said, yeah, let me try that. You know, how does it work out? You know, if you have a marginal picture, maybe it's not quite in focus, or maybe the exposure wasn't exactly right. Run it through the sketch filter, and you know you get that look. It gives you a look. And I threw a couple in. I didn't want to overdo it, but you know, it brings out a different essence of whatever subject you took a picture of. It's like a draw. It's like someone did a really good drawing. This guy had his hood popped, and look at the deep mirror finish in it. Oh my God! And then they have these guys that they have junks, and they stabilize it, and they run it like that. Some guy's putting up an umbrella. He was wearing a purple outfit, and his car was purple, and his umbrella was purple. Now, if you go to a car show, you'll see a lot of the same cars from last year, but then you see like cars you didn't see before, you know. And look, I'm a boomer. I'm an old fart, and I notice when I go there, it's mostly old farts too. But you know, those are the ones with money. I can't afford to have. I fix my car, but it's a working car. It gets me from here to there. But these guys, they have another car that says they're cruising or show car, you know. So they got spare bucks. Look at that guy, the chrome, the door, the hood hinges. You know, that's the, what can I say? Now remember, at the end of this the slideshow, there's some video samples of. I was just mystified by the train. I've been to other train stations where the trains never come, you know, but this one ran every 10 or 15 minutes, and people are actually getting on and off the train too on a Sunday. So, all right, the videos are going to start right after this picture, so you may want to adjust your volume.